feeling the same as me? Do you think of me? It's not about me needing any more space. It's not about everything will be okay. I figured it out, but then it was too late. Oh, it's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came round, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. Now I miss the little things. Yeah. I should be getting over it. I thought I wouldn't give a
Hello, and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show here on WLVS Radio, which is the largest radio broadcast online in the United States. I'm so excited to be here in the nation's capital, right here across from HU. That's Howard University, y'all. Come on now. We have a great show, and it's a really packed show today because I'm trying to get a lot of things in. A lot of things have been going on, and I want you to be one of the first, if not the first, to know what is happening in the DMV. So first of all, I wanted to say hello to my son. He's watching tonight. Hi, Chase. And of course, I want to give a huge congratulations to Dr. Bruno Mazzali, who is at the United Nations. I'm not sure if he's there right now, but he's stationed at the United Nations, and he's an ambassador of peace. And right now, I'm so excited because he is educating and inspiring and empowering pet parents across the nation about the nutrition of their furry loved ones. You know, the dogs and cats can't talk. So the pet parents have to make the great decisions to have a happier and healthier life. And that's what Navetica, Your Pet's Choice, offers and gives the opportunity for your pets to do. So congratulations, Dr. Bruno Mazzali. Also, I wanted to just take a minute to thank our sponsors. The first one I'd like to thank is Gina S. Duncan Insurance Agency. She is so amazing. And she was our sponsor last week. I decided to just give her a little bit more love because she's such a beautiful soul. And she covers everything all the way down to cattle on the farm. So let me tell you, you need to get a hold of Gina S. Duncan on Facebook. Also, I know 15th just passed, but if you had an extension and you still need a great CPA or tax company, Liberty Tax is the one to see. And that is Daryl and Alicia Pryor. They have some great rebates. And I believe we have a video, right, Igor?
It's tax time. Are you procrastinating, dreading that day to have to come into the tax office for assistance? Don't stress. We're here for you. No stress, no guess for us. No returns too complicated, too hard. Give us a call. We're standing by to help.
Yes, and thank you again to our sponsors. Can't do it without you. Also, I wanted to say a hello and congratulations to the veteran officer of the Prince George's County Veterans Commission with Angela Alsobrook, our county executive. That's Dr. Dula. He just had a roundtable, which I was privy and privileged to be a part of. And, you know, I'm a 21-year retired veteran with the United States Navy and Navy Reserves, and I'm all about the veterans. I really believe every man should have at least a year in the military, and every woman should at least experience a pageant. So if I had my way and was president, that's what we would do. So I just want to thank you again, Dr. Dula. And if Doc Hines, I call him Doc Hines, he's Hines of the Times down in the ATL, my dear friend. Hello, and thank you for all that you do and pouring into the earth. I really appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you. So let's get to it. Yes. You know, we have a few segments on the Renee Allen and Friends show. I just, as I journey through and navigate through the East Coast and beyond, I just pick up on a few really extraordinary people who I feel you would love and would learn a lot from. And one is Portia Lee Taylor. Yes, she's doing a tech talk. Yes, girl. And I love it because technology is not even the future, it's now.
Absolutely.
So how you doing, beautiful?
I am doing absolutely fine. How are you? I miss
great.
you.
I miss you too.
Yes.
And we missed each other last month. But and some people were really like, where is she? Where is she? I said, she's coming. You know. So what do you have for us today?
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, I am really happy to be with you today because one of the topics that I have been wanting to talk about for quite some time is powering down your phone. Do we do it? Is it worth it? Let me ask you, do you power down your phone at all throughout the day?
Ooh, don't hold it against me, y'all, but no.
Most people don't. We keep our phones on 24/7. So today I want to talk about the myths and the truths to powering down your devices and why you should give your phone a rest. So to jump right into it, imagine if you were working somewhere and they told you to work 24 hours, 7 days a week.
No.
You wouldn't do it, right?
No.
But we make our phones do that all the time.
Yeah.
We leave them on all day, we use them, and then we keep them on the charger all night just to keep them powered up for the next day. But what we don't realize is that there are a lot of things that are actually happening to our phone during that time. One of the things that's happening is that is our main mistake, is that we leave this phone on, we don't know what to do with it, and then a lot of things start happening. Our phone starts staggering. We notice that certain apps don't open up properly. We notice our phone calls aren't that clear. Yeah. So if we were to just do one simple thing, and that's power off your phone for at least 10 minutes.
Come on, Portia.
Not even every day, just for 1 week, just a week. 10 minutes for just a week can actually staggeringly increase the battery life in your phone by 40%.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't know that. So doing that, turning off your phone at night, if you don't, say if you have an alarm, or get an alarm clock, turn your phone off at night so you can actually power. A lot of people don't know that if you actually turn your phone off while it's powering, it charges quicker. Wow. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it really is. And on top of that, it can also lead to your battery being extending a lot longer. Well, we realize with these new phones that in the beginning, they can last all day. But then all of a sudden, over time, 6 months, a year from now, they start dying quicker. You need to actually carry your charger with you when you didn't need to before. And that's generally what's happening. We're not closing out our apps properly. We're not shutting off our phone at least a few times throughout the week, and that's what we have to do. So make sure you're doing that. If you notice that your phone is malfunctioning, just restart it. All you have to do is just hold down that power button on your phone, and it will be able to restart. And the reason for that is because our phone is taking in a lot of information every day. If you're on Facebook, it's taking in all the little tidbits you have on there. And so what we don't realize is that is the reason why we're having these malfunctions. Now, let's also talk about when you have a computer as well. Same exact thing. That's another device, just like any other device, that also needs to be powered down. I tell my mom all the time, I just bought her a new laptop, and I said, when you're done with it, shut it down. Don't make it go to sleep, shut it down, because that is going to allow your computer to rest and be ready for you when you power it back on. By leaving your computer on and actually just closing it down or pressing sleep, just keeps it at the bare minimum, but it's still on, which means it can overheat. The fan starts running, so when you hear that noise, that's the fan actually trying to cool the processor in your computer down. Wow. The difference between our computer and our phone is that our phone does not have a cooling processor in it. And so that's why sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, why is my phone so hot?
Yes, ma'am.
It's because we have not given it time to actually cool down. Even when you're charging your phone, some people think, oh, let me leave my phone in the charger all night. Do you do that sometimes?
Well, only because I forget about it.
Yeah, we do. But the good thing is that if you actually take your phone off the charger, once it hits 100%, you actually risk overheating your phone over time, which can also damage your phone. So as I say, too much of a good thing can be bad for you. The same thing comes with your charger. And it also goes for your actual charger port itself. Leaving it in the wall all day and night long actually damages it as well. So all these things we have to take into consideration when we're talking about powering down and resetting and rebooting not only ourselves, but also our devices so we can make sure that they're working properly.
Wow. Can we pull that computer, laptop?
Yeah,
a little bit closer so
absolutely.
yeah. This is some really great stuff. I almost wish we had a call in.
And so one of the other things too with your laptop is that if you hold down your power button, and you can zoom this in if you like, if you can actually see that you have 3 options here, and that's to restart, sleep, cancel, and shut down. The important things between these 3 is that if you're restarting your computer or your phone, the best time to do that is when you notice it's freezing, or if you're getting an update or you're upgrading your phone to a newer operating system that's on there. So anytime you're downloading an app, anytime your phone says, hey, you have a new update, do the update, but remember, restart your phone or your computer, because then it has a chance to actually reboot everything and notice that, okay, there's a new person in town, and now I know how to work with you.
I love it. So the word today is what? Restart?
Restart. Yes, restart and shut down. So I just want to say thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope that these tips today were helpful for you and that you'll be able to enjoy your phones and also the longevity of your devices. Thank you so much for tuning in with Portia Lee Taylor on Tech Talk and, of course, on the Renee Allen and Friends Show.
I love it. I love it. That was great information, wasn't it? And you'll hear that every month from Portia Lee Taylor.
Absolutely.
I am so in love with this segment because I don't know, it seems so simple, but it's not.
Absolutely.
So right there was a plethora of information.
Oh, yes. I just gave it all to you.
Much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan. Falling when I try to stand, I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show right here on WLVS. I am sitting here with someone I have met and been in the same circles with, but it wasn't until our friend to the show, Lady Nakia Wright, had her conference this past weekend, and I ran into her again. And I am in love with her. It's her birthday tomorrow. Woo! Come on now.
Yes.
Timing is everything.
Yes.
And so I wanted to say hi this time. Nyoka Simone.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on the show.
You're welcome. So tell them a little bit about you and why you started this business and a little bit about the business.
Okay, so I'm Nyoka Simone, and I love everything interior design. Okay, so I've been in the business for about 2.5, going on 3 years. And I love transitioning homes. So I do all of the shopping for my clients. I, take their vision and I incorporate it into the space. But one of the big things that I've been doing a lot lately is talking a lot about decluttering and home organization. So now since it's springtime, I've actually created a spring checklist that's available on my website to help people. Okay.
Me too.
All right. So what is your space looking like?
Oh, don't. My son's watching. He knows what my bedroom looks like. So, son, don't tell him.
Okay, listen. So the checklist actually covers every space of the home. So it allows you to tackle each area little by little. You don't have to do it all at one time.
I love it.
Yeah. So also too, I have some great news that I'm going to be launching tomorrow for my birthday.
Is this breaking news on the Renee Allen and Friends show?
Actually, I'm not gonna break it. I'm not gonna break it. Okay, I'm not gonna break it. But tomorrow, if everyone follows me on Instagram at Nyoka Simone, they will actually get the details, which is so exciting.
I'm gonna follow you.
So
follow
make sure,
her.
make sure you tune in for that.
Okay.
So so pretty much that's what I do. I love being a speaker. I love teaching people about color concepts, the aesthetics in spaces. I just love everything about color and design. It just makes me happy.
Well, you're making me happy with that color
Ooh,
you're wearing.
you
It matches my
pop.
lipstick.
Yes. Look. You should have had this top on.
But you are wearing it well.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
So tell our viewers, what inspired you to start this business? And what's the name of the business?
So the name of the business is Nare Interior Designs. And what inspired me was doing my home, and my good old friend who's also here with me inspired me and told me, listen, your home looks beautiful. Everyone that I'm an entertainer at my home because I just love entertaining. And so people would always ask me, how did you do that? Where did you get that from?
Wow.
And so I realized that I had a niche for doing, interior designing and creating beautiful spaces. So that's when I actually decided that, you know what, I was going to take that leap. Okay.
Come on.
Without looking, I was gonna take the leap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I just jumped out there and just did the best that I could, and letting people know, sharing my gifts and talent with the world, and that's pretty much how I got started.
Well, now, Oka,
Yes.
we have a lot of firsts today, and so I'd like you to also talk about what was that thing that catapulted you to say, I'm going to go for it. What was it?
My faith.
Yes, ma'am.
My faith. Believing in myself that at the end of the day, to take that leap, to jump out there, and to do something that I just know that my heart desires to do.
I love it. I love it. You can give a shout out to your friend if you like.
Yeah.
What, is he on your Facebook Live? What's he doing over there?
He's actually recording. So he is here with me. So I'm excited about that. And I'm so excited for my team, my brand manager, and my sister, who I believe is tuning in. Shout out to my sister,
Hi, sis.
Toya. She's listening or either watching.
Awesome.
And so I'm just very grateful. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to have so many great people in my circle. Because I believe that that's one of the keys, having people around you that keeps you accountable and motivates you to want to do better. So that's very important to me.
Dr. Jazz, who's become a good friend of mine, she talked about that in a way of a tribe. The people who are around you and who uplift you and inspire you, or people who deplete you or who exhaust you.
Absolutely.
So that's very important.
It
because
is.
They're going to do one or the other. So I think I like the first.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah, look in the camera there and talk to someone who wants to leap out and become an entrepreneur or a business owner, and give them 1, 2, or 3 tips.
Well, first I would say leap before looking. You do not have to have an entire plan mapped out in order to execute and do what your heart desires. No matter what anyone says to you, push forward, keep going. Find that accountability partner, because sometimes people, when they're wanting to start a business, they tend to procrastinate. And that's one of the biggest things that I don't want people to do, is procrastinate.
Yes,
Faith over fear. It's clear, you just got to take that jump and just do whatever it is that you want to do. And you know what? In the midst of it, there may be mistakes. Things will happen. But like Marvin Sapp says, what? You may fall down, but you'll get back up again.
Never could have made it.
You never could
Come
have
on
made
now.
it. Yes.
Well, look, tell them how to get a hold of you for your you didn't even talk about the fragrance, but how do they? You can get 30 seconds for that.
Okay,
and then
so
tell them how to get a hold of you.
Okay, so quickly. So this past Saturday, like Renee mentioned earlier, so I do have my own candle line, and I do have my own body oil, and I make those with these beautiful hands.
And I have some on,
and she has some on, and she's smelling all good sitting next to me and everything. Okay, but you can follow me on Instagram. I'm at Nayoka, Nayoka Simone on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as Naray Interior Designs. And make sure you follow the journey. And again, make sure you stay tuned tomorrow, because I am dropping a big bomb that is going to be so life-changing. So make sure you stay tuned.
And I'm going to have that on my Facebook page if you forget, okay? Because we want to support her. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Renee.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank
We're going to have
you.
you back again, too.
Thank you.
Okay? Mwah. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a first again with the play, or film, I'm sorry, The Last Cry.
I got home with the ringing phone. By the time I picked up, just a dial tone. Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was born, wanna be alone. I guess I never really got it, but now I know it's not about me always getting my way. It's not about always looking for a change. I figured it out the second I walked away. It's all about the little things, all about discovering. ride. Gotta get outside, pull the windows down, trying to clear my mind. Where are you? Could you be feeling the same as me? Do you think of me? It's not about me needing any more space. It's not about everything will be okay. I figured it out, but then it was too late. Oh, it's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. All about the way I felt when you came round, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen Friends Show. I'm so excited. My dear friend, and probably a dear friend to everyone in the DMV, Warren. He's here in the studio of MMM Management, and he will be at the last part of our segment. You will see him if you don't know him. But I met this beautiful and brilliant woman, Sophia Pellegrino. And I want you to just talk about why you're here, what just happened, and then we'll go on from there.
Okay, so my name is Sophia Pellegrino, and we just did a film, The Last Cry, and it's a film to Renee was actually at the DC premiere. We have done 3 premieres, one in Baltimore, Maryland, Virginia, and DC. Awesome. Next is Hollywood, and she was there to support. Yes. And I think she liked the film.
I loved it. And I forgot her name, but Frage, I think, help me out, Warren. Miss Frage.
Sarah Fraser.
Yes. Yes, and we have this, that's my maiden name.
Yes.
And she was amazing, but I want to start, let's introduce Papa. He played the father, you know, who you are. And
my name is Alejandro Chamorro, and I play Sophia's father in the film.
So Samantha, the character's name.
Yes.
Samantha.
S, but not Sophia.
Yes.
Let me tell you, they were, when I say brilliant, I'm honored to sit in the front row with an amazing line of people and got to see everything from the front row, feel everyone, able to get on the red carpet. This was just an amazing, positive, loving camaraderie type of feeling. Yes. And I walked into a crowd of people. This one here was just like a perfection of a picture perfect person. And I'm gonna tell you, this one down here just stole my heart in the movie because I want to talk to you about how you feel about single fatherhood, because I know, like Dr. Bruno Mazzali and Darren Brown, a few people, they're single dads, but I don't know many. And you played it so well. So Sophia, tell us why the movie, and then we want to talk about how he feels about it.
Okay, so I got inspired to make this action film when I went to an event, and Linda Carter was there. She's the original Wonder Woman.
Oh, yes!
Yes, so she gave a very inspirational speech, and I was like, I want to make something like powerful that empowers especially women, because I have 5 sisters and 2 daughters. Ooh. So that's where the idea started. So I said, I started with a very small idea with I believe it was like a 5-page script, and it came to a 40-page script, and we have The Last Cry.
Oh my goodness, It was just amazing. I have 3 sisters, so I know what you felt. Your daughters were gorgeous and in the film.
Yes, they're in the film too.
Oh my goodness. So Papa Alejandro.
Yes.
What was the name in the film?
Rico.
Tell us how you felt to get the part, to play the part, and then to actually be at the premiere.
Well, first of all, Sophia approached me with the script, and I was very excited about it. I read it, and I was like, okay, I'm in. I didn't really even hesitate because I read the character, and it seemed to me that Rico was, he's kind of like a broken down father, a single father. He's taking care of his daughter, and he's got into some rough times in his life fighting, and that's what I got from the story. So people that know me, I know I can relate to that story very well.
Wow, how so?
Well, first of all, I'm not a single father, but I'm always surrounded by women, like my mom, my sister, my little sister. So I have sisters, my aunt, so I have a lot of women around me. And as far as like his character goes, is I've struggled a lot, through everything. Nothing was handed to me, and I went through a lot of rough times, and I've gotten into fights. And what intrigued me the most was the martial arts part, because while I was attending school at UDC, I started taking martial arts, Taekwondo actually, from my instructor, Jose Jones, Dr. Jose Jones. And that's part of what the film is. So it's like, I like this character.
Oh, he did so well in the fight scenes. I mean, you saw fight scenes,
I did.
right?
He did. You both did.
Yes.
I was surprised at you.
I had no fighting experience. I learned to fight in like months.
Who was the guy that after the film premiere he was speaking about? He taught people how to fight.
Chuck Young.
Yeah, he was awesome
he's
too.
He's great. He's
Yeah.
been in the business for over 20 years.
Wow.
He is great. Him and Chuck worked so well together.
Yeah.
That fight scene outside. it
That was
so great.
amazing. You have to
Yes.
see it. You have to
Yeah.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you for being so transparent about your own life, right? So, what is next for this film?
So we have the Hollywood premiere May 4th. We're
That's
so excited
amazing.
about that.
Wow.
And then we have the series. So yes, we're gonna start shooting it in December. We're getting everything together so we can start shooting it. We're gonna be doing castings here. I plan to shoot here in New York because the last cry was shot in New York as well.
Wow.
So here in New York, and hopefully we can make some scenes in LA. So I'm really trying. I want to go big. Hopefully we can get this on Netflix or Amazon Prime. But that's my goal. I'm working very hard to make that happen.
Yes. Oh, it'll
And-
happen, especially
yes.
with the person who's behind PR. 'Cause
Yes.
I know him very well, so
Right.
it will happen. And then the talent, of course,
Of
my
course,
goodness.
yes.
Yes, what you going to say?
No, I was excited about the whole thing that we did. You know, from the beginning to the middle to the end. I mean, we were out there, in the cold.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but we practiced. Like I said, one day I came in there and me and Chuck was just like, "This is what we're gonna do."
Mm-hmm.
We went through it. Like literally, it was like maybe less than an hour.
Yeah, they did so great. They were pros, so that was the best part.
Yeah.
Because when they know what they're doing, it's just easier to direct, and they were just great.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wow.
Chuck directed the fight scenes
Yeah.
with him, and then actually your fight scene, it was Chuck and you.
Yeah.
And it was just great.
The fight scenes were so believable.
Yes.
I would be surprised if no one got a little bit hurt. I
Well-
mean, they were so
Yes.
believable.
I got
we-
hurt. I got hurt.
Yeah, I got a little scratches here and there. I mean, we made contact to make it look as real as possible.
Yeah.
Like I said, so we have technicality, and it was just me and him. Me and Chuck were completely just like natural. Like it
Yes,
was
they were all that.
Well, the
was great.
part that really got me to gasp was when you were speaking with your daughter and the guy came behind you and what happened. I don't want to give it away.
No.
But that made me like, I thought I was going to start crying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have to see this
You
one. So how
do.
can they see it?
Well, right now, because we're still submitting to film festivals and we still have the Hollywood premiere, it's not out on Amazon Prime. But
we should have did the trailer.
yes, they can see the trailer.
How
I
do
have
they
the
get there?
trailer.
How do they go there? To
They
your
can,
website?
well, they can go on Venmo. If you just type in The Last Cry trailer, you can find it there. Or they can go to our Instagram page, The Last Cry the film. Also, it's on our Facebook
Yes, the
page,
Facebook.
The Last Cry the film. Well, they're my daughters.
Yes. And
And,
all the
um,
people. Oh, my
all the
goodness.
And yes, and then it'll be there. Oh, even YouTube, you type in The Last Cry the film
Last Cry.
trailer, you'll find
Yeah,
it.
I didn't bring it today because we have so many guests, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. Go see the Last Cries trailer and support this wonderful first-time writer, producer, director, and actress, y'all. She poured her heart into this one. Anything you want to say to our viewers?
No, just follow us, follow our journey. We're very excited. We're not gonna disappoint anybody. We're really gonna go big. I have great talent, the whole team, the support system, Warren,
Yeah.
everyone has been so supportive. So just follow us and we'll keep you up to date.
Yes.
Thank
Well,
you.
you're welcome, and we're gonna be back with both of you in Warren since we have a little bit of extra time after this break. Thank you so much. Be right
Thank
back,
you so
y'all.
much.
That in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you
to find me, find me. Take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. Oh, it's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me.
Welcome back once again. You know, I know that's familiar. It's the Carolina Kitchen where you get your chicken and much, much more. Yes, Dr. London. But we are sitting here with an Alejandro. Say that again. Chamorro. And of course, our one, you only need his first name, Warren, okay? we had a few extra minutes, so we brought Warren on. He's actually the PR, the management. Talk about your relationship with Sophia and her amazing cast and the experience you've had.
Yes, well, I was a child actor myself, and when I met, Sophia, her spirit and everything about her was just amazing. It made you gravitate to her.
That's true.
And I know how hard it is for women in that industry, and the fact that she was so determined and didn't let things stop her and people stop her and the no stop her from getting what she wanted to get done, which was this film. And to see the end product, and to go to these premieres and see that the turnout, and the just like you said, the vibe and just
that vibe,
the audience, everything, it was amazing. So I had no choice but to support her in any way that.
You have to.
Exactly right. So I know we have a short time, but just. Some of the things that she had to go through to get this film off the ground. People were just kind of not respecting because she was a woman and not believing in her.
Thinking that beauty doesn't relate to brains. Come on now, let's just talk about
exactly. So it was just encouraging not only for myself, but for other women that are trying to do the same thing. Just not to get discouraged and to continue with their vision. It can happen.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Warren, I mean, you are so loved. You work so hard, but you also play hard. And you were so amazing, the DC premiere. And I just want to thank you for all that you did, for everyone, including myself. I don't know how you did it. Just one man, your parents were there, your family was there. I mean, it was just, you were just on fleet. I mean, you were just amazing. Yeah. So how do you, let's talk about the relationship, Sophia, with Warren. Why Warren? Why his PR management company?
Well, I just, as he mentioned before, it was hard to get people to believe in me. Because it's my first film, and I just saw when I met with him, I saw his intentions were really to help me, and to get the film out there. He didn't have any other intentions, and he was, I saw what he was doing, successful, the way he was very humble. I think that really we connected with the energy, and I said, hey, you want to help me with the DC premiere? I need help because I was doing so much that I wasn't able to do a lot of marketing.
Yes.
And, my day is crazy, and he pulled it off.
Yeah, it was a full audience.
I was surprised. And it was like the day off, because the day before I was like, oh, this is going to be maybe half. It's not going to be full because I saw the ticket sales. And then the day off, the premiere, it was like, oh my gosh, what happened? Like a miracle. Yeah, so he did a great job. Yes. Almost a full house.
My goodness. So Alejandro, any last words as far as thank you so much. We're gonna guess what? That was Igor. He is I can't do this without him. That's my partner here. And he just said he pulled up the trailer. So guess what? You're gonna have a treat. But before that, did you want to say any last words, Alejandro?
Well, now that the trailer is coming up, so just enjoy the trailer. And check it out.
Yes.
Enjoy.
All right.
Enjoy.
Okay. Let's enjoy it.
Samantha,
Samantha.
you need to learn how to stand up for yourself.
I gotta go. Sam!
Never let anyone intimidate you or hurt you ever again.
Look who it is. It's the mute girl. Let's get her. Samantha! I am so tired of this life. When are you going to stop living this pathetic life of yours and join us? You can't keep running from your truth, our truth. Remember when we were young?
Away from these bracelets.
Our destiny was written on it.
When the time comes, it will be yours. Just want to have a normal life. I'm gonna do it my way.
That's what's getting us all killed.
It's easy for you to say. I have nobody watch after her.
Samantha.
Come here!
What's wrong?
Are you ready, Sam?
I'm ready.
Wow. Wow. My God. That's riveting. You know, y'all, and there's a lot more to that, y'all. That's just the trailer. Wow. Well, let me ask you, Sophia, and thank you so much, Alejandro and Warren, for being here, because I know she couldn't do it without either one of you and the whole cast. I heard your best friend was a part of it. This was a family affair, y'all. How can they get a hold of you, and what's your last words?
So you can follow the movie at the www.thelastcrymovie.com. Or you can email us as well if you have any questions, productions.pellegrino@gmail.com.
I love it. I love it, and I love you. Thank you,
Love you
Warren,
too.
for the
Thank
connection.
No problem.
Thank
And
you.
Alejandro, you're my favorite daddy right now.
Thank you so much. I
We'll
appreciate
be
it.
right back.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan. Falling when I try to stand, I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you to find me. broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. Oh, it's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me. I'm waiting here for you. I am here for you to find me. Waiting here for you to find me. Yeah, yeah. I'm waiting here for you. Waiting here for you to find me. Come find me. Oh.
Hello, welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show. I am so excited about everyone, but in particularly Tori, because we are both from Connecticut. Come on now, Tori. Stratford, Connecticut, and I'm Fairfield, Connecticut. And we just found that out months ago. So I'm so excited to have you here, homie.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Listen, Tori Sudan is such a humble soul. She has luxury designer shoes, one of the very first or only African-American designers, right?
One of the few.
Yes, one of the few.
African-American shoe designers.
My goodness. And I just am so happy to have her here. Can you tell them a little bit about your...
Sure, sure. Well, I own my my brand, which is called Tori Sudan Collection. They're made in Italy, and I specialize in timeless statement shoes. So shoes that you can wear a long time, but they always make a statement, give your outfit some personality. So they're made in Italy. I have a store that's in Tyson's Corner, Northern Virginia, and I also have a website, ToriSudan.com.
Yes. And how I met Tori, I've seen her and been in different circles, but how I really met her was at Marcia Dyson's birthday party.
Right.
Remember, that's when I got a chance to talk with you, get to know you.
Right.
And what a beautiful person inside and out you are.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You as well.
Oh,
You as
thank
well.
you. Thank you. So let's talk about these beautiful shoes whom everyone is buying. I see them all over the place on Facebook. Marcia is one of your clients,
Yes,
right?
yes, she is.
So let's talk about what inspired you. I know a little bit about your story, Spelman, etc. But
Right.
share a little bit of that with our viewers.
Sure, sure. Well, initially, I fell in love with fashion just as a whole. My grandmother and mother were all dressmakers, and when I was 9, my mother taught me how to sew. She taught me how to make my Easter dress. And so I fell in love with this thing called fashion, but I didn't know it was called fashion. So I made clothes for years. And when I got to high school, I started designing prom gowns for classmates and so forth. And then I went to Spelman. I studied abroad. I was an exchange student. Thank you. I was an exchange student in Paris. And while I was there, I took a trip to Italy, stayed in a convent, and a nun told me that a master shoe had been a presentation. So I went to see the presentation, and I was exposed to the Italian art form of shoemaking, which is so special. And I had no idea that this industry existed. The level of craftsmanship that they have there just blew me away.
Talk about positioning.
Yes, I truly believe that because actually, I was introduced to shoemaking in Venice, and now my shoes are made in the Venetian area. Wow. And so if anyone knows anything about shoemaking in Venice, it's very special. That's where the refined, the classic, the statement shoes, the very high luxury shoes are made in Venice, in the Venice area.
Yes, yes, full circle.
Yes,
for
full
you.
circle, absolutely.
So, can we grab one of the shoes, maybe bring in the camera and talk about one of them?
Oh, sure, sure.
They're also beautiful.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Well, this is a preview of my summer collection. This is my Levon sandal. It's made with laminated leather.
Wow.
All of my designs have something, well, they have leather linings, which I believe is very important, which is very important for comfort.
Okay.
Because you want comfort, you want quality, and you also want style.
Yes.
So some linings are made with plastic, and the consumer doesn't even know it. You know, there are a lot of linings that look like leather, but it's actually plastic. So we use lambskin linings, which are very soft.
And could you explain why? I would imagine for the comfort and the contouring or molding up the feet or something I heard, but can you explain why you do that?
Sure, absolutely. Well, lambskin is softer. And so, you know, once upon a time, people used to buy shoes and you say, oh, you buy them and you want them to be snug because you want them to break in. Well, that's what we're getting back to. We're getting back to shoes that mold to your feet, that... thank you. That really, you know, shape to your foot and allow your feet to breathe. Yeah. Plastic linings, on the other hand, don't do that. They restrict your feet. You know, it's just like, think about wearing a shower curtain lining around your feet and walking around, you know, how uncomfortable that would be. And that's exactly what's happening. And so when I started researching the shoe industry, I discovered all these things about how shoes, you know, there are a lot of things about shoes that people don't know. People don't realize that they're not buying leather shoes. They're not buying all leather shoes. And in some cases, if they're buying leather, they're not buying high quality leather, because there are different grades of leather. Some leather is stronger than other grades. And so if you buy a weak leather, which is called split leather, or genuine leather, ironically, is the lower grade leather, your shoes can fall apart and the integrity of your shoes won't hold. So everything that we do is very high quality, very top grade. The factories that we work with, they're families that had these factories for generations. And they take this work seriously. You know, I just went to Italy 3 weeks ago. And
come on now.
what really touched my heart was, you know, I showed them my new designs, and they were super excited. They're so excited that their craftsmanship is being represented in America. I mean, they just appreciate the support that I'm getting from my brand, because it's supporting them as well.
Yeah, and you're a class act, so, you know, you're clear, wonderful, fabulous advertisement.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So what is this called? I mean, it's a sandal, right?
Yes. This is our new Melissa sandal.
I love that.
And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to put a little bit of a platform. You know, as we get older, we lose the cushion in the ball of our feet. And so a lot of people who are a little bit, you know, older, they want a little platform just to kind of, you know, ease that sensation. And then it's a block heel for more stability. Thank you so much. And this is in neon leather, patent leather, which is a strong trend this season.
Are there different colors?
Well, we have a light pink, and a dark pink this season.
Love it. You have to talk about that light pink, because everybody knows pink is my color. Okay. So tell us maybe one or two of the hurdles you've had to overcome in this industry, being a woman, being a black woman, being, you know, in the United States and else. Tell us about that.
Well, there are many. So I'll just say it's difficult to have an international business. My product is manufactured overseas, and so, you know, there are a lot of things you have to think about when you're importing from overseas. First of all, you have the difference in currency, so I need to look at my cost and manage my costs from a different currency perspective. There are taxes that you pay when you're importing. Just managing the operations overseas, period, was a challenge. And initially, breaking into the industry, was challenging because factories in Italy in particular, businesses there, they don't operate like American businesses do, where you can just open the yellow pages and hope that they do business with you. You really have to be introduced by someone.
Wow.
And they vet you to make sure that
That's smart.
You know, yeah. So they're very careful about that. So it took me a long time to navigate that environment and to break into it.
Wow.
So it was very challenging, and you know, every day is a challenge, but that's business. So.
Yeah. Well, you don't look like you've had a challenge at all. When you're sitting next to her, it's just calm, beautiful, uplifting energy coming from you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'd like to share with our audience how to get a hold of you, where to find these wonderful shoes. I think they would love that.
Well, you can find them online at torisudan.com. We also have a shoe salon in Tyson's Corner. You can find us there as well. And we also do events across the country. We're going to be in Atlantic City next week.
Yes, we have that flyer.
Yes.
I believe we have that flyer, Igor. Yes.
Yeah, so, you know, if you sign up for our mailing list, we'll let you know where we're going to be, where we're going to have our virtual shoe
The
salon.
one in Atlantic City, the shoes. Let me see. Yeah. Well, while he's looking for that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's sort of how we started. You know, when the way I started the business was going from city to city and just building. You know, meeting my customers face to face, which I really, really always enjoy. I love to see people try on the shoes and experience the product, and you know how the shoes transform them, how they feel, and just watch them. Sometimes I don't even tell them who I am, especially in the store. So you know, I just love to connect.
Do you have for
I'm looking for. Oh, okay, I found it.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Tori Sudan. Yes, so talk about that a little bit more now that they have the information up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's next week. We're going to do a shoe salon at the 45th Eastern Area Links Conference.
Oh, beautiful.
So there are going to be over 1,000 women there, and actually I started my business. My very first event was with the Links.
I love the links.
Yeah, they're very supportive of my brand. I'm so
Yes.
grateful for the ladies.
And I'm sure those are the ones that can afford them. No. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Look, everything that's quality costs. You can't go around with cheap shoes because then your feet look ugly. So
right, that's true. That's true.
So we're gonna talk to. Because I think I'm gonna look at. I like this one. Yeah.
Thank you.
So how do they get a hold of you again?
So torisudan.com, that's TORISOUDAN.com. We're also on Instagram at Tori Sudan and Facebook as well. And then we have our store in Tyson's Corner.
Yes. Well, any last words before we end this show today? I am just tickled pink to have Tori Sudan here.
Yes, sure. Well, you know, one thing I try to encourage women to do is to really connect with the shoes they wear. The shoes you wear are all about you as an individual. You know, don't worry about rules. Don't worry about trends. When you try on shoes, if you want to put a green pair of shoes on with a polka dot dress and you feel good in it and you love it, you do that.
Yes.
And I want to see women just step out and just be bold with their shoe choices.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you, Tori Sudan, for not only educating us on this wonderful shoe industry, but also empowering me and inspiring our viewers and the studio about everything there is about shoes. I really, really, really appreciate you. I'm grateful for you to take the time to come out, and I wish you the best with this. We're gonna have to have like maybe a shoe party at the salon.
That would
you
be
like
fun.
that?
I would love that. I would love
Yes.
that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning into the Renee Allen and Friends Show here on WLVS. We have a few flyers to show you. Please support these events and support Tori Sudan at Tyson's
Corner.
Corner. Thank you. God bless you.